Hello, Michael Bull here with America's Commercial Real Estate Show. We're at the NAR Conference and Expo in Chicago. We have Duke Long here with us. He's with Rex, the CRE tech company. How is this event going for you today?
It's been fantastic. I have a panel later on today about blockchain. I've seen some of the tech companies that I've been involved in or interviewed or worked with. WeWork's here. I just did a kind of a meeting with them about their brokers and their broker referral thing. Who else is here?
Build Out.
Build Out. My boys Build Out are standing right behind me. Vishu and the Build Out people, they're fantastic. And we've been walking around hitting some of the booths and getting some of the sessions. I've been having a great time.
Yeah. So what are you going to talk about in your panel today?
Well, we're going to talk about blockchain itself and try to basically explain what it is. And when I say explain what it is, we're going to have different points of view from like the state of Illinois, Cook County, and some of their title stuff. We're going to have Stephen from Rex talk about blockchain more in general. We're going to have it be, what's the word I want to use? We're going to make sure that we get everyone at least understanding what it is as a utility, and how it works. That's kind of what we're going for.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people are interested in it and would like to attend that event. And so what would you tell our audience I know in a short period of time it's probably hard to do, but our commercial real estate audience about blockchain?
I think that again, first of all, we're way at the beginning of the cycle. It's going to be fantastic 5 or 6 or 7 years down the road, because it is changing the way that we'll be able to do transactional stuff and gain ideas about the information about the marketplace itself. In the next 2 or 3 years, I think it's overhyped a little bit. And when I say overhyped, everybody thinks it's going to happen like tomorrow. It's not going to happen tomorrow. So right now we're building that infrastructure to help you see what your property data is, allow you to crypto or have that in a secured environment, and also allow you to share it in a way that you haven't been able to do it before. And we also want to make sure that you don't have to pay to do that. We're going to try to make sure you get paid, because there's a lot of valuable data that's created by brokers, basically, and commercial real estate generally. So that's what we kind of want to get out there today.
And Duke, you've been all over the tech scene for CRE around the country. There's a lot of new technology, a lot of money that's been invested in it, a lot of new companies. So to our audience, how do you pick which technology to use? I mean, there's so much out there.
That's a really good question, and I hear this a lot from some of the people that are getting pitched by these tech companies. First of all, they want to make sure that they're going to be around for a while, because you can come out and raise a couple $1 million and not be around in 2 or 3 days. What are they really, what's the problem they're really trying to solve? And is it a real problem? And I say this a lot, that most of the companies that are doing well, they have the real estate DNA. A lot of these people are coming out of real estate who understand what it is and what's going on and how to solve those problems. I think that's what they should look for, companies that have that DNA. And then, is it really usable? How does it fit in the stack of technology that they have now? If they're using Excel spreadsheets, they're using Excel spreadsheets because they work. And is somebody else just providing them a better way to do that, or are they really kind of disrupting or pushing the business forward? Those are the companies I would look at.
Yeah, and I think one thing I hear you saying there is how the technology works with other technology, right?
Very much so, and one of the things that's starting to happen now is integration. When I say integration, you've got Yardi, you've got mapping, you've got all these different things. How do they have to all be in their own individual silos? I think the data part is starting to merge more together in a better way, especially from the analytics point of view. So I think that is probably the biggest thing that I've seen, and the willingness to maybe use that data and collaborate in the ways that we haven't been able to do before.
Okay, and the audience, I think one of the things they love that you do, they love a lot of things that you do on your blog and your podcast and all that. One of the things you put out a top 10 commercial real estate social media folks.
Oh my God.
So for the young people or the new people that are trying to maybe be in the top 10, what are some tips for them?
Well, first of all, be Michael Bull. So that's how we get on here and get on the list. Create content, not so much create content, but create quality, differentiating content, have a point of view, be consistent about it. And now some of the other generation, if I use that term, is starting to use Instagram in an amazing way. It's a huge environment. LinkedIn has its own points, but I think we're I don't want to say maturing in the sense that you and I started this stuff like way back when Twitter got started, and I've been on Twitter 10 years, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But I think we're maturing now to a different level of, we're now starting to interact a little bit more, so interact, be more positive, show good quality content, and don't talk about your beer apps and all that. So I don't care about beer.
Well, it's funny.
Brown liquor, dude.
I remember when I first got on social media and started messing around with it and posting things, even my own brokers and my own shop laughed at me. So what are you doing? That's not going to amount to anything. I guess it has amounted to something.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking to Ken Ashley, who's from Atlanta, and he said he got a 385,000 square foot deal because of his working with some of the social media. Now, it's not your only pipeline, it's just one little piece of it. But how do people know? And just like some of the things that you're doing, and that's why you're on the list, by the way, it's a way of bringing inbound like never before. And I kind of came to it by accident by my writing. I didn't think about it that way, other than just ranting. But it's opened doors for me that I would have never been able to get into. So why not utilize it?
Yeah, great information. Thanks for joining us.
All right, thanks a lot, Michael.